We were brought up by those chicken eating, corned beef cooking, turkey dinner tastes so good you want to lay down and go to sleep. What you waiting for, baby? Go ahead, dig in type of parents. Papa put you to work, belly stayed full, no talking back, stayed in line. Those type of fathers. Those coca, mocha, high, yellow, medium, rare, fancy hat wearing, God fearing. You can't touch me. I'm blessed type of mothers. Those upstanding and handsome, brown, yellow, burnt sienna, overall wearing, sports team cheering. I'm proud of you type of fathers. Those hip hop listening, fingernails glistening, ready to partay. Now, baby, don't do as I do as I say type of mamas. Packed as rags never to be seen again, a call once in a blue. Absentee, selfishly think you're so sweet. Those I'm not ready for this type of days. In the past, they fought for unity, came together as a community, lifted up his name, didn't show no shame. Those type of parents.
Look at the leadership in our communities, and you look at what has happened. We have these organizations there, and a lot of them are run by people that either don't live in our communities or not from our communities. They might happen to be black. That's it, by skin. But in regards to experience, they can't relate. They cannot relate to those struggles.
There was a period of time when we started using terms like community. That meant that everybody was somebody else's keeper. Well, I'd say having been born and raised in the North End community for all of my life, I think support has changed over the years. There was a period of time when we started using terms like community. That meant that everybody was somebody else's keeper. I'm not so sure that's the definition I'd go with in 2005. I think nowadays a community can be much smaller. It can be one home to the next. We don't have nearly as many brothers keepers based on the way our society has evolved. So I've seen sort of a change in which the community was a tremendous supporting structure for our environment, to a community now that has been redefined and has a different sort of view of what support might be.
Personally, for me, I see the loss of an organization like Cultural Awareness Youth Group in regards to homing in leadership and organizational skills for our young people. That's gone, and that was a base there where people learned about who they were, but also developed those leadership skills. I wouldn't be here talking to you if it wasn't for that organization. We don't have that anymore.
I say this is the day that the Lord has made, and I will rejoice. I'm gonna be in a church without curtains. Do we really want the walls to come down?
In the past, we've had like organizations like the church. Like if somebody's house burnt down or something happened or a death in the family, it was the community who got around and supported. There are a few communities that still do that.
Other forms of support come from the many programs and associations put in place to nurture and represent the Black heritage. But is this really so? How does the help from these organizations really measure up?
I was talking with the people at BEA. I thought that I was going to get like a bursary. I'm a university student, just graduating. All I needed was just money just to get registration. Because at the time, I was having problems with the job, but, I didn't get anything. Even after I got rejected, I was told, well, there'll be a chance for me to get something for sure, because they wanted someone from the area, and I still got nothing.
I think that when we look at some of the Black organizations that are out there right now, that are supposed to be there representing the communities, I would say they're not representing the communities. They're representing making sure that they get a paycheck every 2 weeks or every week or whatever way that they get a cut, because they're not out there in the communities working with the communities to try to development. And I dare any one of them to say that's what they're doing, and I'll say show me what it is that you're actually doing, because I know a little bit about community development, And I don't see any indication of that from any of them.
The support is there for certain cliques, I would say. There are groups of people who tend to function better as individuals. But what I have found as well, like as a group of people, we tend to struggle. Individually, I find that we're doing okay in most cases.
You know what? I can remember walking down the street, and every time you see another black person, it was an automatic thing to just say hi or nod your head. And it didn't matter if you knew them or not. And when you look around today, you can see that's already started to diminish in many different ways.
I think there's room for unity for sure. I think that we're pretty separated in what it is we're trying to achieve. We should come together with a common goal, whether it be politics or art or business or school, for whatever reason. People are picking different things to support, and no one's coming together as a community and supporting as a whole.
Strong and not weaker, just be your brother's keeper. Strong and not weaker.
Do we hurt ourselves more than we support one another?
Be your brother's keeper. Strong and not weaker, just be your brother's keeper. Be honest and
I work hand to mouth pretty much like everyone else. One paycheck pays, I don't get a paycheck, but one pay pays the bill of the person I owe. And if I can get some food out of that, then that's fine. And I don't live any grander than anyone else in my neighborhood. I still live in the hood. I have just as much or just as little as anyone else. So to be jealous of me would be kind of silly.
The 6 most deadliest words in the black community is this:
Who does he think he is?
To be truthful, it's a lot of things. Beefing over girls and stuff. And just, people don't want to be put down. Okay, I call one person a rat or something like that. They don't want to be a man about it and walk away. They know they're not a rat.
I think one of the reasons I think so is because the extended family has almost disappeared. And when I say extended family, I mean like grandparents, your grandparents or great uncles or your great aunts who used to live, if not in your same household, but right close by.
When we start talking about, public housing and the way that ghettos around North America have been set up, they've been set up for a very specific reason. And they've been set up so that the people within it not only don't succeed, but don't know how to succeed, don't see success, don't plan on getting out. And although lots of people do get out of those circumstances, what you have are lots and lots of other people that are left behind that are unsure. They're not sure, so they're going to decide if I'm going to stay where I'm at, then there are rules and regulations that pertain to our environments. It's an age-old question. I think it's deeply rooted in the fabric of North America, simply because of the makeup of the racial makeup of North America. I've said it 1,000 times. If racism in our society can make white people hate black people, it's also made black people hate black people.
Other than nodding your head to your brother as you pass in the street, there won't be anything else that connects us.
I think that as a community we have to begin the process of being accountable for our actions as adults. No longer can we live by the president and do what I say, not what I do.
In conclusion, I would strongly recommend to the black community to come to an understanding that in order for us to come together as a people, that we have to be more supportive, be there for one another, and value the importance of education.
In the future, I will be a policeman. Respect others.
We need to get people together. Doesn't matter what intellectual level that they're at, but a group of people together that are going to sit back and not going to be there just to see what's in it for them, but what's in it for the community.
It's about what we decide we're going to do. Having a strong opinion to me means very little if you're not going to act on it. So ultimately, when it comes down to uplifting your community and working hard for young people that are in your community, you can't talk about it, you got to be about it.
And if we continue to look at blaming others, we're basically allowing someone else to control our destiny.
I mean, these communities were a lot tighter. These communities were where they were. North Preston was North Preston, and East Preston was East, and Africa was Africa. Time before, they were tight, and they were connected, and they were a unity and a bond. They were what they had.
Well, I think to teach a man to hate himself
My brother's
is
keeper,
much more
baby.
criminal
Listen.
than teaching him to hate someone else. And
Thunder.
look at you.
She gonna
Who
send
taught you
this
to hate
message
yourself?
up to you.
Well, I got the books right here, and they're open to each and every brother. Complete inspection. Keep your hands off of that thing there.
Am I my brother's keeper?
So you want to
You
keep
asked.
financial books, huh?
Am I my brother's keeper? I'll answer. We're strong people, here meant to rise, but we're here to blame for our demise. We keep pulling ourselves back, and that's just a shame. Quick to point the finger when it's us to blame. Like crabs in a bucket interrupting the flow. The only thing it's doing is preventing us to grow. So blame the other race with your negative tongue. You're holding us back, and we haven't even begun. Deflect temptation of jealousy and envy. We need to unite so we can be all we can be. Support education and nurture success. Encourage one another to be the very best. Stronger, not weaker. Just be your brother's keeper. 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 Be honest and sincere so your actions shine through. The sincerity of your heart reflects the real that's in you. This is a hardcore message for my people to hear. When we work in a union, we have nothing to fear. Am I my brother's keeper? I have to